All right, well, we're getting to that time of the year, right? You see in the fall decorations, we've had a couple tastes of fall late August, early September, but we still have the 90s around. In fact, we just got finished with a 12 day, I should say we're not even finished yet, but 12 straight days in Birmingham of 90 degrees or warmer, including three occurrences of 97 degrees. No records, but still doggone hot. So, is there any relief coming? Well, let's discuss that. Okay, so this is high temperatures today. And again, all of these numbers are well above average. Keep in mind, most of the southeast this time of year is right around 82 to about 87. You get into Texas and it's a little bit different, but a lot of 90s on this map for high temperatures here today. So let's do final 90-degree temperatures across the country. And you're going to see some interesting, basically contouring here. First off, I left out the Intermountain West. There's too much elevation variability. It causes all sorts of skewed data. So we're just looking at the areas basically from the Central Plains and points east. And something I found interesting about this is a huge plume of the Great Plains has their final 90-degree days much later than parts of the Southeast, including Birmingham. So let's walk through it, starting with the dates 1st through the 10th of September. Places like Des Moines, Aberdeen, Peoria, Louisville, Knoxville. You can see the influence of the Appalachians there, the cooler air filtering down. But above this line is before September 1st. So that could be in August, really at any point. I just didn't want to, get into the weeds of all of that. So I broke it up, September 1st through 10th. Here's the second kind of round, and this is the 11th through the 20th. And notice Billings and Sioux Falls are only about 7 days before Birmingham's average 90-degree day. So definitely an interesting setup. A continental air mass in the Great Plains is the reason for that. It's a dry air mass. It's one that fluctuates in a big way and can still achieve high afternoon high temperatures this time of year. Moving further to the south, Jackson, Memphis, Little Rock, Salina, Lincoln. How about Rapid City? Way up there, September 22nd, the latest date. And you look at parts of South Georgia, and look at how tight the gradient is here. So Birmingham, remember, average date is September 20th. Montgomery, that's about a hour and a half drive south. October 6th, that is a product of fronts. How far south do they get? They can sometimes stall out right around 920. The latest on this map, Phoenix, November 1st is the average last date of 90 degrees. And you can see all through Texas, it's not until about midway through October. And that is why the foliage in fall seems to be delayed in that part of the country. That plus the sun angle stays a little bit higher there than the higher latitudes. All right, so let's take this Alabama exclusively here because I want to talk about the final days statewide. So again, this is data since 2000. We'll start to the south. October 6th for Montgomery, October 5th for Evergreen. Troy's an outlier, September 21st there. Dothan, October 6th, Mobile, October 1st. And then you start to work your way up the state. You start to see more of those September dates. And on to like the earliest, and that's going to be Huntsville and Birmingham at around the 20th, and then that other outlier, Sylacauga, the 16th. So we are close. We're in that time of the year where we can have our final 90s. It just hasn't happened yet. So let's look at our average highs as we head into the next month, October. Biggest temperature swing throughout a month, 82 or the start of October for average high. By Halloween, 70. Uh-oh, here's the CPC outlook. Yeah, above average just about everywhere, including the southeast. So the heat not going anywhere anytime soon. Of course, we've had delayed years. Our warmest fall of record was 2016. We had 90-degree readings all the way until the 20th. I don't expect that this year, but it's something to watch, indeed, moving forward. So that's a look at temperatures, some numbers by the 90s, 90s by the numbers. Have a great day.